Hey guys, welcome back to the Pepcoding. So in this video, we are going to discuss our next question, that is leaders in an array. Okay. So basically this type of array that are provided us, and our task is to find the leaders in this array. Okay. So who is leader here? The leader is such a person that it is greater than or equal to all the elements that are present on its right side. Basically, if we are saying that 17 is leader, then the condition is that is 17 is greater than or equal to all the elements that are present on its right side. What does that mean? Is 17 is greater than equals to 5? Is 17 is greater than equals to 4? Is 17 is greater than equals to 3? Is 17 is greater than equals to 5? Is 17 is greater than equals to 2? If this condition is true, then we can say that 17 is a leader. Okay, now again we have second property as well, that is the rightmost element is always been a leader. So the rightmost element is always been a leader. So now rightmost element is always leader. Now we are checking for the 5 here. Is 5 is greater than 2? Is 5 is greater than all the elements that are present in on its right side? Yes, it is true. So we are saying that 5 is a leader. Now for the 3, is 3 is greater than all the elements that are presented on its right side? Yes, sorry, no, it is not the greater than or equal. So we are saying that it is not a leader. Okay. For the 4, is 4 is greater than all the elements that are present on its right side? Is 4 is greater than equals to 3? Is 4 is greater than equals to 5? Is 4 is greater than equals to 2? No, it is not greater than equals to all of them. So we can say that it is a not leader. Is 5 is greater than equals to all these elements? Yes, 5 is greater than or equals to 5 is not greater than but equals to 5. So we can say that 5 is a leader. For 17, is 17 is greater than equals to all these elements? Yes, it is greater than or equals to all the elements. So we can say that it is a leader. Is 16 is greater than or equals to all the elements? Is 16 is greater than or equals to all the elements? Is 16 is greater than or equals to 17? No, this condition will be false. Because of that, we can say that 16 is not a leader here. So these are the answers. These are the leaders. So we need to store it into the array and we need to return this into this type. First 17 comes, after that 5, 5 and 2. So this type of answer we have to return. Okay, now for example, if we are checking for the 4, then we need maximum element of these three, winner of these three in terms of maximum. So winner of these three is 5, and we are checking the 4 or array of I with the maximum element that are present on its right side. That means maximum element in this is 5. We are checking this. That means array of I. We are checking this with, is it greater than right max? Is this element is array of I is 4 is greater than equals to 5? No, it is not true. So we can say that 4 is not a leader. So for solving this question, for finding the R max as well, we need to start the loop from right to left, from this side to this side. So we can get easily the right max element as well. So our pointer at this point, we have the R max element, that is minus infinity. Okay, R max element, that is minus infinity, and here the array. Okay, now at this point, our second property is that the rightmost element is always been a leader. Okay, we are at this point, we are checking first, is array of I is greater than equals to R max? Is array of I is greater than or equals to R max? If this condition is true, then we can say that 2 is a leader. This is a leader. We are checking the array of I with minus infinity. Is 2 is greater than or equals to minus infinity? Yes, it is 2. So add this into answer array, update this, and I minus minus. Again, we are checking the 5 with R max. Is array of I is greater than equals to R max? Is 5 is greater than 2? Yes, it is true. So update the R max update the answer into this array I minus minus. Now we are checking for the 3. Is 3 is greater than or equal to all the elements that are present on its right? That contains only one element, that means R max. So its array of I is greater than equals to 5. Is 3 is greater than equals to 5? No, it is not. So we are adding, so we are not adding this into this and update the I here. Now we are checking for the 4. Is array of I is greater than equals to R max? Is 4 is greater than equals to R max? No, it is not. So update the I as a minus minus. So now we are checking the array of I is greater than equals to R max. Is 5? 5 is greater than equals to 5? Yes, it is true. So add this into this, update the R max and I minus minus. Now we are checking is array of I is 17. Array of I is greater than equals to 5. Yes, this condition is true. So update this into this, update the R max as well and update the I as well. That is I minus minus. So now we are at 16 point. So we are checking that is 16 array of I is greater than equals to R max. That means 17. No, this condition is not true. So because of that, 16 is not a leader and this is the array that we got and we need to reverse this array. So 17, 5, 5 and 2. So we need to return this in this order. So this is our Nado's ID. Let's do the code here. So we are adding this into array list. So array list of integer answer equals to new array list and we are taking the right max element, that is at integer dot mean value minus infinity. Integer at mean value minus infinity. Now we are running our loop over that array from right to left. So we are saying that array dot length minus 1 I should be greater than equals to 0 and I should be minus minus here. Okay, now we are we are checking that array of I is greater than equals to R max. We are checking that array of I is greater than equals to R max. If this condition is true, then what we are doing? Then if this condition is true, then we are adding our array of I into answers array list and we are updating our R max as well. So update the value into answer dot add as the array of I. After that, update the R max as array of I. Okay, after that, final, we need to return this array list, but it is in reverse order. Okay, return the answer array list, but it is in reverse order. So use this collections dot reverse answer. So this is written reverse our array list. Okay, you can write the code for it also, it's your wish. So this is the code. Let's try to submit. Will it be run for all the test cases or not? So it is running for the all test cases. So this is our code. So first let's try run over that code as well. Okay. So this is our code. Let's take a snap of that. This is our open mode. Now first we are initializing array list here. So the array list, answer array list. Okay, now we are initializing our R max as well, that is at minus infinity and running a loop over this array from right to left. Okay, now we are at this point. Okay, now we are checking that is array of I is greater than equals to R max. Is array of I, that means 2 is greater than equals to minus infinity. Yes, it is true. So we are adding that into answer and R max as well and updating our I as a minus minus. So our I at this point. Now we are checking is 5 is greater than equals to 5 is greater than equals to 2. so it is true. So we are adding into our answer, adding this into R max as a 5, and after that I minus minus. Now checking that is array of I is greater than equals to, is array of I is greater than equals to 5? No, it is not true. Update I minus minus. Is 4 is greater than equals to 5? No, it is also again not true. Now we are ahead at here. Is array of I is greater than equals to 5? Yes, it is true. So because of that we are adding 5 here, updating the R max as well, and I minus minus, I minus 1. Now we are at here. Is array of I, that means 70, is greater than equals to R max? Is array of I is greater than equals to 5? Yes, it is 5. So we are adding our answer into this as a array of I and updating our R max as a array of int, that means 17 at here. After that I minus minus. Okay, now we are checking that with the 16. Is 16 is greater than equals to 5? No, sorry, is 16 is greater than equals to 17? It is not. So this is the answer array, and we are out of that loop, and at this point we are reversing our answer array, that is array list, that is 5, 5 and 2. So this is the final answer, and we are returning the answer from this point. Okay, now I hope you understand the question and the solution of this question. Thank you for watching.